Well, David, so I'd first like to say that when access to work works, it is fantastic. But there are so many problems with it, and especially recently, there have been a lot more problems. I can talk about 3 issues out of many issues I've faced, but they've cropped up over the last 5 months with access to work. They kind of encapsulate all the issues that I have faced with. First, in June, I was lucky enough to be promoted. I now manage 10 people. And a wider team of 40. And so I contacted Access to Work to let them know that I'd been promoted. I was going to need more support now. They turned around and said, well, as this was technically a new job, even though it was inside the same organisation, they were going to cap my access to work, which meant rather than getting more support, I got less support. So I was getting half of what I was actually asking for, and that obviously has caused day-to-day problems. But obviously they won't fund that, and that's obviously caused day-to-day problems. I'm lucky enough that I work for a deaf organisation, so I can communicate with a lot of my staff. The second problem I faced with them is around payment. I'm sure everyone who has access to work has faced problems with payment. The first one is that I've still had an outstanding invoice since May, and that I've been chasing them every couple of weeks. The amount of excuses you hear are always different every time you contact them. I've been told they've never received the invoice, but it was in the same envelope as another invoice they paid. So they had to have received the invoice. I sent a recorded delivery and have the signature which said it never turned up. Now these are isolated issues that happen all the time. The third issue I face around payment is over the last 4 months. Access Work decided that every invoice I have submitted, they will only pay a certain amount of it. They've never paid the full invoice off. So sometimes they pay 80%, sometimes they pay 90% of it. Every time I chase them, they will eventually pay, but they never give any reason to why they haven't paid off in full the first time around. Just takes you to chase them. So they won't tell you why they haven't paid in full. Eventually they do pay in full, but it's the added hassle of having to chase them, to keep contacting them for them to pay what they've agreed to pay. So that's really all my points.
Thank you. Thank you.